All right. I think we're rolling now. Got the simulator loading up for C1x. It's Saturday night, and we've got some marketing stuff to wrap up this week. A little bit of app stuff too, a little bit of coding, but also some marketing. So we've got this up and loaded. It's probably going to slow my computer down quite a bit, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and hit play so I can get the simulator running because I'm going to need it. And then we're going to jump over to here. There we go. Shoot, it's really slow right now. Come on. No, that's as big as it gets. All right. So in the last video, I did some editing of the new C1x logo. It's so frozen at the moment. Let's go open up this. It can tell me what 18 back down for some reason. Maybe it's just the app launching on the simulator. I don't know. My whole Mac is running real slow at the moment though. Canva.com is using 4 gigabytes of memory. That's absurd. Okay. Closing Safari now. So it should go down by 3 gigs then, right? No, everything else just grew to replace it looks like. Maybe it'll be a little bit better. Let's try booting it back up. All right, we'll hop over to Canva. It's gonna be a while if we're going this slow the whole time. What else is taking so long? Crazy. All right. So new icon logo. Spent some time finalizing this last time. I was messing with it a little bit more even today off video with a few ideas that I had for it. I'll go through those real quick. I think I'm going to stick with the one that I made in the last video. So this is what we made with the white lettering. I teased around with making it clear, with going with the yellow lettering, but I think zoomed out the white just pops a little bit more with the background. I think that's what I'm going to roll with. So now we're going to go actually update my app icon design with that once it loads. I need to just shut down my Mac and start it up before the next video. This is crazy slow at the moment. I'm hoping that once the build finishes running on the simulator that it speeds back up. But in app, no, I just tapped it. That's all I did. App icon. All right, so this is what I had previously. So I really should, we should do an add new. I guess what pages did I have on this? Big and small, that's all I did. Okay. Now we can just leave it on this one. This is fine, yeah. So let's go to our new icon. Let's copy this. Go back over here. Let's add a page. That is not the background I wanted. I want, can I copy and paste a background? Yeah. So that looks about the same size as that, and I need a smaller one because Android trims it to a circle, and this won't fit. Like that. Is that small enough here to there? They look about the same size. I think I'll roll with that right now. Yeah. Okay. So that's our new app icon file. We're going to call it good there. So I'm going to pop my to-do list up on my other screen here, and new C1x logo app icon. We're going to call this done. So the next thing was marketing strategy. I went through ChatGPT's report off video, and now have just a whole list of stuff to go through. We're going to type it out on here, and instead of just immediately putting it into my to-do list, I'm going to start with putting it on this plan. For the sake of, with these bullets, I can easily copy and paste it into my to-do list app, and it'll create the points for me, but also it'll give me a template where if I want to revise some tasks or update, I can pretty easily on here before I just move everything over to the software. So right now I'm going to go through and just type things out the way ChatGPT had it, and then we'll go back through, I'll go back through, and we'll organize, fill in. There's a lot of missing information going back through that full report. There's a lot of stuff that's not accounted for. So we're going to have some work to do on it, but the goal today is going to be able to get the rough plan outlined. So the first thing here, ChatGPT gave me weeks 1 through 12. I'm going to add a preparation week and then a week 0, just because I'm going to need the buffer there to get some things in place that I think it's assuming I already have. And I need some buffer just because I need more development time on the app. But right now I'm going to throw all of this stuff under week 1 because that's where it had it, and then we'll move stuff accordingly. Update Google form using I had info above, so these bullets underneath it. How many? Let's, just for easy copy and pasting over. Rounds, have you logged with C1x? How easy was it to input your scores? What is your feature in C1x? Did you experience any bugs or crashes? If yes, please briefly describe the issue. What would you like to see improved or changed? Any other thoughts or suggestions? So this was just the items that ChatGPT suggested I add into that Google form, which right now is just a single open-ended question of what's your feedback? Use sections to group questions so it feels less overwhelming. Update link everywhere as needed. Okay. Yeah, and I did just create that as a separate task, which is fine. Verify if Google form link needs to be updated everywhere after questions change. Okay. And then Facebook page with disc golf friends on the platform. And then just here, update C1x Facebook page. Okay. Use MailerLite to target the most active users and testers from Throw with the Pros and C1x, and create a new subscriber group with them. Send a personal email to each thanking them for their engagement, invite them to test next, and give a link to a social channel, Discord or other need to identify for feedback and conversations about all things disc golf. Okay. Still going through its week 1 suggestions here. All right, next, update landing page. To include a graphic from one of my personal rounds, a DGPT Pro round graphic, 2 to 3 short tester testimonials, make sure the email sign up form is front and center. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then complete research on local contacts, including disc golf club presidents, contacts for local courses, local pro shops, etc. And doesn't need to necessarily be an SLC. And reach out to them for marketing at specific courses. With signage, track this in Todoist. Okay. Create Instagram graphics for this is going to be an interesting one. How do I want to jot this down? I've got a lot of suggestions and my own ideas for social media posts. I'm trying to think of what the best way is for me to write these down so that I can copy and paste them pretty easily. Following social post templates. Is that what I want to phrase it as? I think so. Dev diary. Coding updates. Stat spotlight. Around statistics from my own pro tournaments for users. Personal tournaments, my round summaries, which I already have for the most part. Tester, we'll just call it testimonials and reviews. DGTT Pro round recaps, poll, engagement and the comments, tutorial video promotion. Okay. Create actual posts the week prior and schedule. And then create tasks for scheduling out posts each week and tasks for the day of to share those posts to Threads, Facebook, and YouTube. Because I think I'm going to use that buffer platform to automatically schedule out Instagram posts. And if I do that, I can't automatically share it to Threads, Facebook, and YouTube without paying for it. And I think buffer is expensive. Let me go check real quick. But expensive enough that I don't think I want to pay for it. Now, how do I just get to buffer? Yeah, it's crazy. They want $5 a month for each channel. I have 3 channels already on there at a minimum. And so if I want to automatically do it to Threads, YouTube, and Facebook as well, I'm up to 6 channels. And it becomes $30 a month for that. And I don't know. I mean, there's probably an argument that that would be useful for me. I can afford $30 a month, but I don't know. Let's add a task here. Determine if paid buffer plan is worth it if I'll be handling all of the additional sharing manually. Okay. TGPT pro rounds just from following PGA Live, not necessarily on a coverage broadcast. Okay. Any other ideas generated by ChatGPT? And there are going to be more later on that I will need to make room for. All right, determine easy disc golf accessories. I'm gonna throw the plural there. I know that's not how accessories is plural, but to give away in raffles. Yeah, swag packs is gonna come up too. Oh, this is on week 2. Adjust here. All right, so now we're on to week 2. We've got this. All right, draft a schedule email asking, or draft and schedule. Draft and schedule an email to the C1x list asking for referrals. Verify first that I can track and validate referrals through MailerLite, which is the email platform I use. Template for dev updates. Let me see what this is talking about. Outbound recaps. Template for dev updates. That fits into my item up there above. All right. So still rolling with week 2. Drop this back. All right. Optimize landing page using analytics. Clarify proposition based on feedback and social comments. Add clearer CTAs, i.e. join C1x beta now. And good spots as an example, I guess. Add FAQ section, i.e. is C1x free? Yes. Replace referral program info prominently. Okay. So on week 2, draft outreach emails for marketing at event shops based on contact list created. Yeah. Okay. Keep it going here. Yeah, and that. Start. We'll just say maintain posting on schedule of at least 1 post per day. And then any other ideas here? Dev diary, stat spotlight, personal tester. Nope, same things. Okay. All right, so now we're on to week 3. Create list of micro influencers based on guidelines above. Search using hashtags like disc golf stats, etc. Looking for accounts that post consistently with round recaps and tournaments. Focus on 5K to 20K followers. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Solidify platform to automate unique and cost-effective C1x swag packs. So I want to give away some C1x gear as a part of these marketing efforts. I'd like to find a way to automate that to make that a little bit easier for me. So messages for reaching out to influencers using draft. Creator of C1x. Disc golf stat keeping. I don't think I need that. Created a disc golf stat map designed for I love your content. I think C1x would be a great fit for your audience. Trying to just capture the highlights here. I love to send you a swag pack and give you to the app to try out in exchange. It would also give you shoutouts, channels to help boost your profile. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Good enough idea of what that email could include. All right, and then we got send out emails for advertising. Did I already do this? No, I did not. Send out emails for advertising at local shops. I'd love to support Shop of course by providing free flyers and stickers to more players track and improve their game. Here's a preview of the flyer. Sticker designs. Would you be available? Some materials. Would you be open to having these materials available at your shop or at the course? Good enough idea? Okay. Social posts, business posting from local events, C1x at shops, marketing efforts, etc. Yeah, good enough. Any new social posts behind the scenes? Kind of gonna fall under the dev diary and business posting. Micro influencer partnerships and announcing okay. Gotta throw these glasses on, my eyes are hurting me. Oh, just some blue light glasses that I've already broken once. Personal round, flyer preview, marketing material, previews, flyers, stickers. Okay, engagement tutorial. Yeah, good enough. All right, keep going here. Swag pack ideas, where did we have that? Down here, right? Yeah. All right, so this one, some suggestions: t-shirts, stickers, bag tags, personalized notes, instruction sheets for sharing C1x, how to tag C1x account to be posted. All right, that's the only ideas it gave me right now. I'm probably gonna roll with more than that, but it is a start, I suppose. All right. On to week 4, can I request samples of swag packs? If not, order a handful to have on site in addition to any that I owe for referrals, micro influencers, or local partners. So trying to maybe trade off some free gear in exchange for marketing help because I need it. Distribute all course and shop materials. Obviously we're missing the step in here currently where I order those materials, so that'll be something to add. Create categories of social, yeah. Use the tables in this report to fill in ideas. So this is going to be create categories in Todoist, and then fill those categories with ideas. Categories for each template in Todoist, and then fill those categories with ideas for easy creation on a weekly basis. Okay. All right, and then other ideas that they had: flyers, stats, swag packs would be a good one. Swag pack, contents, and shipping. Sticker placements, kind of just along the marketing efforts, marketing material previews. Yeah. So that's it there. Let's keep rolling here. All right, and then now on to week 5. Reach out to local disc golf stores. Another round, Salt Lake would be a great example. For a giveaway, I'd pay for a gift card and a swag pack. Want to say I'm running it with ARSLC and tag them in the post. Could include a disc as well. Yeah. So I think there's a balance, and throw with the pros. I've been trying to make a effort recently to engage the Salt Lake community a little bit more, and definitely still want to do that. But also maybe branching out outside of Salt Lake as well. Community response has been decent from Salt Lake, but not a ton of engagement for throw with the pros at least. Set up giveaway post on Instagram and confirm how I'd track it. Make enterers follow C1x, tag 2 disc golf buddies, and join the email list. Okay. And then just up here we'll do giveaways. Continue social posts. Giveaways and launch. Giveaway story. Giveaway prize photos. Include prizes in the imagery. Okay. Tutorial clips, giveaways, engagement, giveaway story. And giveaway. I'm going to call this announcements and reminders. Just because I'll do a post that's starting the giveaway, and then I can do one that, 24 hours left until it's over. That'll be an idea as well. And I'm so bad at it that I'm literally writing it down, this specifically. Announcements and reminders. I can't just say giveaway, because otherwise I'll forget that I can also post reminders about the giveaway. So ChatGPT then gave me I need to reach out to influencers. Reach out to influencers identified. Yeah. All right, and then that really, week 4 was really brief. Is that all it gave me? Yeah, silly. So here, not that, we're gonna do reach out to all micro influencers identified. And then here we're going to have send follow-up emails to micro influencers, and then draft email. Thanks so much for partnering C1x. Your swag pack is on the way and should arrive. Attached is a quick starter kit with content ideas, hashtags to help you share your experience. Can't wait to see your good enough start. Definitely going to change, but is a starting point. All right, weekly time to go through tester feedback. Gonna happen naturally. I don't know if I need to create a task for that. Reviews and feedback being, let's make that as a new item. Tester feedback being implemented. Okay. Go through initial tester feedback and sort out. Now I'm gonna have this as a new task. I already know it's coming. Is this still, are we on week 5? No, we're on week 6 now. Yeah. Update Google feedback form based on responses. Feedback task into Doist with categories such as bugs, UX improvements, feature requests, praise, to log all feedback, implement or use later. That way I make sure I'm not missing stuff, letting it fall through the cracks, and also allowing myself to use it a little more easily for marketing material. Feedback form refinement, where was that at? That was way up here, right? Also, ask no, we already have what's your favorite feature. What did you find confusing? What did you find confusing? Is there anything you wish the app did it currently doesn't? Yeah, just 2 additional questions to add there. And then one thing that is going to be coming in C1x, which I've indicated previously, is a watch companion app for scorekeeping. So ideally by this point I have that done, and we're going to film a new tutorial using the watch app. And then update links in the app accordingly. Links in the app as needed. Okay. Highlights of watch functionality. I'm on week 6, right? Yeah. All right, so still on week 6. Set up an email drip campaign. 3 to 5 emails with 2 to 3 days in between to welcome users. Explain why stats matter. Highlight the abilities of C1x and provide an update on launch. I should still be sending regular emails with development updates. So that can be a week 1 thing. Ensure that I'm sending regular emails with development updates. That's fine. All right, any new social post ideas? We had the watch app. Maybe this is something I'll do, advertising a live Q&A with the developer. Could be fun if I actually have people that are interested in attending that. We'll see. On to week 7. Send a final beta test invitation. Advertise early access to features before launch. Okay. Yeah, the setup of a Discord or other community channel, that's got to happen early. Set up Discord or other community channel for communicating with C1x group. Draft emails and MailerLite for a launch email drip campaign with countdown in parts. Yeah. Campaign day 1 launch announcement. Day 3 feature spotlights and benefits. Day 5 testimonials and social proof. Not spelling great today. Call to join community. Community app. We'll leave it as community. Okay, that's fine. And then we need another one up here, draft emails and MailerLite for a drip campaign leading up to launch. And I'm gonna have some tasks in there, but excuse me. And then draft social post to mirror the drip campaigns, both leading up to launch and after launch. So we'll just say launch countdown posts, C1x launched post. Okay. This is a unique one, just C1x had a slogan that was just throw smarter, and I kind of like that. So slogan, throw smarter. To generate social captions to avoid, or yeah, we'll just leave that as is. while I'm going through this whole marketing plan, I'm still going to be developing C1X and working a full-time job probably, and traveling for disc golf, and I need to make this as easy on myself as possible, or else I'll get burnt out, and I don't want it to feel like I hate doing it every day. So create a ready-to-use prompt for optimizing SEO. Chat GPT to optimize. All right, now back down to week 7. Build all required media, Apple and Google store listings, including screenshots, descriptions, video, etc. Build Apple and Google store listings and finalize. Alright, any new social post ideas here? Beta tester. Kind of just user feedback, I think. Countdowns I have. Pro rounds, AMA sessions. Social share. Inviting to share C1x. Tagging their friend below. Alright, and then in week 8, I am going to move some of this stuff around. Submit C1x to Apple and Google for review. Needs to be 2 weeks. The way I'm going to write it right now, it's not going to be 2 weeks in advance, but I'm putting that note so I know that it is. That it needs to be, and I can adjust. Confirm actual launch date. And update graphics accordingly. Maintain communication with influencers and request launch day posts. Officially launching C1x next week. Hopefully you are starter pack around. And add above or help spreading the word. Find attached assets for quick use. Launch day links to make sharing easy. Thanks for being a part of the C1x journey. Yeah, good enough. All right, we've got update the landing page with final launch day information. Finalize an FAQ section and add it to the community chat. Set up, this needs to go way up above. Set up a dedicated Gmail account for C1x support. Drop it in the community chats, landing page and app, and forward to my personal email for easy reading. Okay. Any new social posts, live teaser, call to action. Don't miss out. Countdown points. Sign up for this so you don't miss it. FAQ, highlighting the FAQ section. gauge, final, influencer story. Yeah, good enough. I already have influencer highlights on there. All right. Back down to week 9. Finalize public launch announcements and schedule for posting and emailing. Posts need to go to YouTube as well. I already kind of have that up here, don't I? Don't I? Yeah, YouTube. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of this task. I don't think I need it. I already kind of have it up above. Update landing page once the app is launched. Schedule and host a launch day live stream to watch the tutorial video, talk about the app features, discuss future plans, and do a Q&A. Okay. I'm not on 10 yet, am I? No, still on 9. 10 frequent posting for 2 weeks after launch. Include testimonials in that material. Maintain feedback task and to-do list. Material from this. I don't think I need that. I'm already gonna have it. I'm just gonna add a product hunt question mark. I launched Throw with the Pros on Product Hunt. It doesn't really do anything for me, but I didn't really do a good job of launching it in the first place, so maybe that's something I'll want to do. Live Q&A I already have. Early adopter. Yeah, that could be not tester feedback, but testimonials and reviews. Sharing rounds by users. Influencer shoutouts. Teasing and announcing and posting their reviews. Feature highlights, user generated. Okay, we got all those. Alright, and then still on week 9, run another giveaway, local shop, coordinate beforehand, advertise on socials, and only run for a handful of days starting at launch. Allot time for handling launch issues, bugs, and support emails, because that's always going to come up. Launch the app. All right, on to week 10. All right, drafting emails. That's fine. And then day 1, welcome. Click start guide. Start guide. Benefits. Day 2. To log rounds efficiently plus common pitfalls. Go day 3. Day 7, deep dive into stats and insights and how to improve your game. Day 10, user testimonials plus invite to submit feedback or rounds for feature. And then day 14, invite to join community channel teaser for upcoming features. Okay. And that'll be for the actual launch. Good to go. All right, and then now in week 10, send follow-up emails to clubs, shops, active testers, and influencers. Need to incorporate engagement on socials by getting users to tag C1x in posts for sharing to C1x account story. Continue set up tasks for continued social posts on a less basis, highlighting user-generated content, feedback, milestones, paid advertisements, and app updates. So development, this one probably just needs to include app updates. App updates. What else did I just add there? Milestones. Testing milestones, launch milestones. Okay. Up here, adding on to my massive week 1 list, which is certainly going to get resorted. Identify other potential I could offer for referrals. Use ChatGPT and create tasks to create these materials. Dropping back down to week 11 now. Research brands I could pitch C1x to, asking for gear donations, giveaways, or public events in exchange for inclusion in an app powered by. This was my own idea. Shot. So everything on here has been a combination of what ChatGPT proposed and then any thoughts I had as I was reading through it. Send out partnership emails starting partnership emails. Just launched C1x. I'm looking to partner with brands that share my passion for the sport. I love to discuss opportunities for promotion and giveaways. Would you be open to a quick call? Okay, good enough. Build out a referral program and incorporate in the app, removing cost by offering coaching, live chat, or anything else I came up with previously. Be nice to have some type of referral program in the app without leaning too much on some third-party platform. All right, week 12. Social posts. Partner spotlights. for spotlights and teasers. Countdown to referral program highlight. It's good enough. Click leaderboard referrals. Referral program. Where is that at? Include a social leaderboard feature with your referral program and advertise it. I'm not going to add that one to the social post just because that's going to be so far down the road. I don't even have it coded in yet. I'm not going to build a social post for advertising it. Nothing on this one. Week 12. Continue follow-ups. Follow-ups on partnerships, on last personalized email to influencers and active testers and local shops and courses. And that's it. Phew, that was a lot. So this was a rough idea of the marketing plan. I'm not going to finish refining that tonight. So this is going to have to stay a little bit open, but we at least have a start with it. I'll leave that task open for now just in case. I did have one little bit of coding I wanted to do. Took long enough to get this up and running. I noticed I just scored my first tournament round today in C1x, and some of the calculations for greens and regulation were not working on holes that had a par higher than 3. So I already added the task in here. Greens and regulation stat not working on anything above a par 3. So to test this in the simulator as well, just in case that was maybe something related to an issue I already fixed, but we'll throw in here. So hole 4, let's say I go fairway, C1 to here, and then in the baskets. That's a birdie. Let's go to throw-ins. Finish round, and then on hole 4, it's giving us the birdie. But you'll notice it's not saying we reached a green in regulation. So, even though we did, because I threw it in the fairway and threw it. So let's start fairway hit. Par is equal to 2 or par is equal to 3. If it's not, if fairway options contains. Turn true. Fine, okay. Parked. Something's up here. All right, so let's add some print statements here. Let's go print shot sequence, print par. And then I want to do the same thing. Parked. For C1 in regulation and C2 in regulation. C1. C1. C2. C2. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so par. Here we go. C2. C2's calculating first. I don't know how this order is working. All right, and then print returned false. Let's save that. Let me just refresh the app so I can get a fresh printout here. Here we go. All right, throw-ins, C2 shot sequence. So it is returning false here. All right, that's the shot sequence. That's the par. If par is equal to 2 or 3, it's not else. If shot sequence dot length 4 is less than 3. What was I thinking here? Par minus 3. So it's par 4, so 0 to 1. All right, give me print C2 shot sequence sublist. Yes, that's what I want. All right, how about now? All right, shot sequence here. It is only including, it's not including 1. I see. So then this might need to be 2. And I bet by making that change, it works. C2 in regulation now works at least. C2 in regulation, yeah. And then if I come up here, fairway and C1, so I didn't know what I was doing there. Else if shot sequence length is less than par minus 1. That might have been just to account for par 2s. So if it's par 4, one of the first 2. If it's par 5, one of the first 3. That is how it works. I think this sublist item, I thought it was including the second element. I thought if this was 0 and this evaluated to 1, it was including both 0 and 1, but it was including everything up to that point. So I think I just have to make the same update on these. So this would become a 2 and a 2. And parked already had it. Interesting. So I got it right on the parked one. This one's confusing me. So if it's a par 4, 0 or 1 contains C1 putt parked. Ooh, that shouldn't. I don't think that's working either. Because C1 putt parked is like 4. Let's create a new course for this. Easy 4. We're going down to 6 holes. That's going to be part 3. We'll go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to 3, that's fine. Start around, easy 4. So let's go parked, parked. Par 4, we're gonna go fairway, C1. Basket, 5, we're gonna go fairway, fairway, C1, basket. 6, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, C1, basket. And then that one we'll do a throw-in. So if I come here, they're all birdies. Yeah. What's my park percentage? Only 3 out of 6. Did not work for 4, 5, or 6 because of this. The second shot would have to. Did evaluate here though. Contains throw-in. Hole 2, I just parked it. Shot sequence length is less than 2. So you can park it there. I think I need to adjust this slightly. So I think I just fixed the parked one. This is good with the exception of part 2s. I don't think I quite like how that's working. So I think this instead needs to be if par equals 2, return true. And then else if, and then we just back this up here. Else if par is equal to 3. So I'm basically just saying if it's a throw-in. Yeah. So that's going to be parked. I think it's fine for the C1 and C2 in regulation. I don't have an issue with that. And did I just fix those? That was -2. This is -2. I'm not going to update the part 2s on these. Yeah, so now this does not count as parked. That is in circle 1. I really, if I'm going to do it for 1, I should do it for all. Fine. Parked. 2. Else if par is equal to 3. So for you to be C1 in regulation or C2 in regulation means for a birdie. The only way you birdie a par 2 is by making it in 1. So after I do this change and save it, that first hole that was a par 2 should not have hit a green in regulation at all. Save it. Yeah, so fairway, but not a green in regulation. So then our C1 in reg is 5 out of 6, C2 is 5 out of 6, parked is 5 out of 6. So that's fixed. So let's go to my recents version history. And then part of this, fixed bug causing green and regulation stats to be miscalculated on par 4s and 5s. Okay. So we fixed that. Everything else that I wanted to do this week specifically is some minor marketing stuff that's really going to come from just refining this list. And then this list obviously gives me stress over the 80,000 things that I want to do before launch. So I'll need to figure out whether, I guess, what I'm actually going to start tackling this week. It's a lot. This might be our preparation week, and a part of that, maybe this is the week before preparation. Maybe I don't start that until next week. Let's pull up the calendar here. So it's July 12th right now. So let's say I use all of this week just to get things ready to start preparing for the marketing to launch, which would mean this is preparation, this is week 0. So week 1, wait, did I do that right? Here, prep 0, yeah. So week 1 would be the first week of August. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be starting on September 1st, 6, 7, 8, launching September 29th. And it's certainly possible that I could shorten that up. And it's not that I necessarily need, like maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to just call this a buffer. This is not going to start my preparation, but the goal will be to get the marketing schedule put together. And once I have that put together, I think mentally I'll feel much better about how to tackle it. And then maybe I shorten that, because right now it was 2 months essentially to launch, and maybe that could shorten to 6 weeks or something. And then we launch it early September. We're gonna have to see how development goes. I mean, the app is adding some colors. It's getting much closer. I've said it before. Hopefully this time it's true, but fixing the screens and regulation stat, I think it all pretty much works now. We had the issues with round IDs getting mixed up and deleting not working, but that's all been fixed in this latest version. Not pushed out to testers yet because I just pushed out an update like 2 days ago, but 2 or 3 days ago. But it's closer. I think a goal this coming week, will probably be to revise this marketing plan, get this ready to go, input it into Todoist, and then also a day of some solid coding in C1x, getting the visuals to all line up, getting this view to be better on social media, better for sharing. It is not there right now. So that'll be a whole undertaking on its own, especially on a smaller phone. I don't know. It'd almost be easier on the bigger phones because I could, I think, pretty easily shrink stuff down like this into a more compact view that has a more Instagram-like ratio, but I can't do that on a smaller phone, not with the way it's currently laid out. And I do like the summary. I think the summary's good. What could I do? I'm thinking, like, for the sake of sharing stuff on Instagram, I could like hide the score bar and hide a row of these circular progress indicators that I'm using for stats, and maybe that's it. maybe that's a simple enough solution. I would have to obviously test that on a smaller phone and see if that gets me to the same point. Maybe I can, instead of the sized box widget that I use to define heights for stuff in my code, maybe I can set that up to work on a ratio, like the Instagram ratio of 5:4 or 4:3 or whatever it is, instead of defining sizes. Maybe that's an option. Definitely could be. I think something to figure out this week. That's something that is, there's just a list of things that I know have to be in there for launch. And some of the stuff is stuff that I could kind of code along the way, like a watch app. That can be a project that if it's not quite there for launch, that's okay. It will be there, it will come, but it could be the first app update that launches a companion app. It may not necessarily need to be the first thing. But there's stuff like this screen just being easily shareable that has to be in there for me. And getting that stuff knocked out early, maybe it's this week before I even start a lot of the marketing stuff, that would be really nice. Starting whole functionality, adding distances. I mean, that's what this list is for, right? This is the stuff that needs to get in there. Needs to. So I think I'm going to call the video there for today. That was really just a rambling of me typing up a marketing plan, which I think a lot of times I get way too in the weeds on planning instead of actually doing. But I know that when I have a list of things that I want to code into an app and I know I need to market it and I don't have a clear plan in front of me of how I'm going to do that, that just overwhelms me isn't quite the right word, but it really just kills all motivation I have to put together a single post, let alone a post every single day for 2 months. So it's kind of annoying for me to do as well, but I know that it'll make me feel better in the long run, and that's the goal. So we'll call it there for today. Got to finish up a disc golf tournament tomorrow that I played terribly at. Been working on my form quite a bit, trying to add distance so I can actually compete at Pro Tour tournaments, and that means that I have no accuracy right now, which isn't great. I also can't putt very well, changing my putting form as well. So on the bright side, I did go from like a 390 foot max to 450. So that was a nice gain, but gotta figure out how to actually throw the disc where I want it. Anywho, unrelated to C1x. What else? Finish up that round. Probably won't get to film a video tomorrow. I think I'm going to be busy most of the day with disc golf and other stuff. I might start to, just for the sake of being able to get it done and not feeling like I have to set up a whole block to do it, I might start trying to refine this marketing plan on my own outside of film, and then I can just run through it when I'm done. We'll get that into Todoist. Probably film a video Monday or Tuesday where we'll be hopefully finishing that up, jumping into some coding stuff. I've got a lot to do. Not enough time. Never enough time. I don't think I have anything else useful to say right now, so we're going to call it there. Might be a couple days, but regardless, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.